What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the sim. Welcome back to my channel. I'm out of league play here. It's someday near the middle of June 2025. You can see that we have returned to 2-round tours instead of 3, which is refreshing. Let's knock out both rounds of the Web Tour Summer 2025 Travelers Championship. Again, that is the Web Tour. There is Web SGT Pro tips. There might be others. I think this one's slightly above the difficulty level of the Auto Putt Tour, but I may be wrong. And that's at River Highlands Country Club. Let's check out the stats for round 1. 6,000 yard tees, Thursday pins. It looks like we're going to be playing with a 5-foot gimme auto putt circle. Green firmness is normal, stimp is 11, fairway firmness is normal, wind is common. The tournament's at a whopping 150 feet above sea level. Let's load this up and play some golf. All right, we're back. You may not have seen the last video. You may have seen the last video, but I did, for golf's sake, suggested that not I, but everybody should have a 7-wood. So I went and bought a 7-wood, tailor-made QI10 7-wood. I like to buy new clubs for no reason sometimes, but I had to give this a shot. And the club's working really well so far, to the extent that sometimes I don't hit my driver, I just use it instead. But let's see what kind of round we have here. We'll always start out with driver. You never want to replace your driver with a 7 or a 5 or a 3 wood. You always want to hit driver if you can. That's me talking based on some books I've read and some stuff I've heard. That's not gospel. You can do whatever you want. Your mileage may vary. It's nice not having a tee up though. Just hitting 7-wood off the deck's pretty refreshing. Looks like driver's up to its old tricks. Shouldn't be a bad shot. We'll get some rollout. Don't want this video to be too long since it's going to be 2 rounds. We're probably just going to scoot. Six iron. And that looks to be right on target. Should get out of here with at least a par. It's breaking right to left, little downhill after this initial peak. That looks good. Good enough for government work. Oh, almost started out with a birdie, baby. I'll take that all day. 266, par 4. Genuine scoring opportunity here. Such a short hole. Let's see. There's a little bit of a dog leg left that's probably there to keep you honest, and we're going uphill. And if I had to guess, the fairway slopes from right to left here, if I was a betting man. Okay, there's that driver slicing there. I don't know. Left us in quite a predicament here. We've got 108 yards. We need to go over the tree. I doubt we can go through it. Maybe under the tree. Do you think we can keep something low enough to roll up there under the tree? or at 108 yards do we try to go over the tree? Let's try to go over the tree here. We're gonna need something pretty damn high though. All right, I thought we had made it. We did not. That would have been a really dope shot. That thing was right on line. Probably looking to take our first bogey here on the second hole. And we're slightly short-sighted, but it's not anything terrible. That was kind of dumb. Carry 21 yards. I don't know. Numbers line up between the lab software and the GS Pro, so I got nothing here. Okay, first bogey of the round. Let's make sure that there aren't too many more. That one is attributed to a poor drive. And I hate to do it, but if the driver just ain't firing today, then it is going to get put in the bag, and we'll use the 7 or the 3 wood for the rest of the round. I just can't seem to hit the 3 or the driver straight in the simulator. It's just becoming a real chore, honestly. That one's slicing a little bit, but should be in the fairway. Good enough. Still Healy. You really don't want to change, if your golf swing's working outside, you don't want to change it just to suit the simulator. So you can shoot some BS low score in the simulator. Nobody cares what you shot in the simulator, I promise. Okay, we got a scoot here. We're taking a little longer than I'd like. Less talk, more golf. That was super thin. Hopefully it'll hold. Would have been a good shot if it was on line. I felt myself turn. All right, sit down. We don't want to putt. I do not want to putt. I'll take my par and I'll go home. Okay. 398. We know we're going to need the old driveroo. I am this close to going and getting a tailor-made driver. I just don't like this. I don't like this driver. I don't like this Callaway driver. But I talk a lot of smack and then don't do anything. So maybe this will be another one of those occasions. We might get 170, 180 when the day's over. I don't love it. 200 to the pin. What's our 200 club today? It kind of wanted to come back. That would have been such a sexy shot. Oh, he's to the left. Now we got to hit out of a stinking bunker. 16. Roll up there, roll up there. All right, we got to make this for par. I don't really want to go 2 up. Yeah, this is probably not going in, but we'll give it a shot here. How about that? And I was wrong. I'm not too big of a man to admit that I was wrong, especially when it's a par, being wrong about a par. Oh no, we're pulling everything left. Stop, please stop. 28. What's this ball gonna wanna do? This ball's gonna wanna probably roll out pretty good. Let's try something like that. 23 here. That ball came in hotter than hell. Holy crap, we went coast to coast on that. That's crazy. Okay, this is for par. We all know it ain't gonna be a par. And we're also not putting. Don't make me putt. Don't make me putt. All right, so we're looking at a potential double here. That kind of stings. That kind of stings. 6-footer. Oh. 550-yard par 5. Let's see how the driver treats us here. Ooh, that slice is just nasty. Didn't go very far either. We're honestly better off using that 7 wood, which is what we're about to use now. I'd pound one down the gut here, but we're gonna hit a bunch of trees. Maybe try to hit the ball way too hard and slice it around. Okay, it started left, otherwise that had done exactly what I wanted it to do. 145 to the pin. Out of a little bit of crap, it's gonna slow the ball down a smidge here. 7 iron. I do believe that was fat. It might roll onto the green. Actually, not a bad shot. Kind of makes me wonder if I'd have really got a hold of it where it would have gone, because we're 25 feet from the pin. That thing broke right out of the gate. HLA was fine. What do we got here? 388. Let's switch up the script a little bit and hit this 7 wood off the deck. You got bunkers on the right and flowers or something on the left. Not a bad shot. Okay, I thought it was gonna come back, but we're on the beach. Ball striking has certainly fallen off since the last round. Is what it is. This one's gonna wanna stop hard. We need to get it to the pin. Oh, come on, baby. Okay, this is a par putt. Tough greens. These greens aren't really going to yield a lot of par putts at this distance. We'll see if maybe I can circumvent this break. Need to hit this like 16, 17 feet here. No, that's unfortunate. That HLA was terrible. Just terrible. It doesn't look that bad on the replay, but looks like we took another stroke. What's our 157 club? Let's hit a choked up 6 here. Okay, I need you to get left. I don't want to be where you're going. All right, that's there near the sand trap. All right, this ball's going downhill. It's going to come out hot. We want to land it probably, I don't know, 9 or 10 yards. Okay, we carried 6 and it still rolled out of the circle. This is for par, but like I said, these greens are not lending themselves to too many made shots here, especially at 10 feet. Pretty low percentage. Barely missed that. Let me recheck the stimp on these greens. I thought it was 11. It is. We're back, starting to get on the bogey bus here. 239. This is one of those times when I want to slice the ball. Give this, get this driver out and let it do what it likes to do. Okay, that's a pop fly. That is not going to do anything we want it to do. We're going to have some work to do here. Just absolutely crazy how difficult this club is to hit in the simulator. 213. Let's try to bend this around a little bit. Hit it a little slicey. All right, that's actually fading. I don't know. I had opened my stance. I don't know. Let's see if we can get near this pin. What's the heat map look like? Middle. Just try to get somewhere near the pin here. 31. That was garbage. Oh, you hate to do that, guys. What do we got now? A hellaciously long putt for par, so we're probably looking at another bogey here. Let's get it near the pin. Greens are a little hot. Probably 11.999999 stimp if I had to say. And then I leave it short. Holy shite. All right, we gotta concentrate here. Gotta drop this putt for bogey. 7, 8 feet. right, that puts us to 5 over after 9. I don't love it. 385. $385. Seemed like a decent strike, but I could probably hit the 3 or the 7 wood further than that. 150 to the pin, down a little. Sit. Ah, these balls are hitting a little hot. All right, another birdie attempt that is just a little out of range here. You're not going to make too many birdies at this distance. If you think you are, perhaps get over yourself. Stay in the ring. That's all I care about. Thank you, thank you, thank you. This one's gonna play about I don't know, maybe 115. Let's hit a crisply struck gap wedge. Damn. How was that so short? 102 carry. It actually carried more in GS Pro than it did in the lab software. Probably because we were at a different altitude, but 19 here. Okay, it's gonna make us putt a little too hard there. This putt's for par, and it's gonna be a tricky little guy here. 10-footer. A little harder, that had dropped. Another bogey, we're 6 over now. I wouldn't say the round is going as expected. 372, let's hit this 7 wood. Just pounded the hell out of that ball. I kind of feel bad for it. Still in the air. I don't even know why I bother with that driver, honestly. 135 to the pin. That was fat. You can bet where that's going. Back, back, nope. Yeah, that was fat and toey. It's nice when those chip into the circles are for something other than par. You know? Something other than par. All right, that is drawing. And it might hit the sidewalk. No, we're good. That was a draw. Crazy, crazy what different clubs will do in the hands of an idiot. Let's see, 260, I think it's pretty fair to say it ain't going that far. Let's just hit something through these trees, which is, there's really no guarantee it's even gonna do that, honestly. Fairway's a fairway. Now we're about 140 out. Oh, it came in hot, that downhill. It's almost like you're better off playing. No, that was nothing, that was just flat. 17. Oh, we all know where that's headed. Can I get that one back, please? 9-footer. Oh, come on, GS Pro. What is it you're doing right now? You're killing me. All right, so we're up to 8 over, guys. Not a great round here. 34. But let's finish strong. Maybe we can find some birdies here. Another draw there. What are we at, 204? This is our 204 club, but it's downhill. Let's just give it a bit of a whack here. Same club, just a little whack. Oh, good gravy. It hit some trees, it dropped. It looks like, ooh, this is not a good shot. That was not where we wanted it here. Let's see, down. 75. To go that far past the hole out of that lie. That lie should have cost us more than 7% in my mind, but it did not. Got to pay attention, guys. I thought we were losing 25% there. And then that. All right, we're bleeding here. We're bleeding. 24. So this will probably be a dub. We got to stop the bleeding here. We're 10 over par. We got to get something going. 246 par 4. Let's get something going right now, as a matter of fact. Okay, that one's coming over. That thing only went that far. What does this lie look like? It's nothing terrible. Short-sighted, it looks like the green's going away from us. Yeah, we gotta be smart here. Damn near executed that plan. Good news is we didn't roll clear past the hole like I thought we might. Little 6-yarder here. Okay, snuck out of there with a par. It was probably a par 5. 130 with a bit of a tailwind. Let's hit an easy 8. Drifting a little to the left. A little too much club there. Probably could have hit a 9. If you guys are keeping track at home of how many times I said it probably could have hit a 9, I think we're at quite a few at this point. Between this and the last round I filmed. That was pretty well executed. I think the ball was a little not on the center of the face though. All right, let's see if we can peel a few strokes off here. Probably not, we're on 17. 359 par 4, danger close. Can't be hitting driver now. .180 to the pin. Downhill lie. 184. Let's hit a 5-iron here. Okay. I don't know what the hell that was. It ain't wet. It ain't much better though. All right, stop. All right. Should maybe have paid a bit more attention to the heat map on the green. That's something that you would have been able to see in real life, but it's kind of hard in a video game. Holy smokes, that thing sailed. All right, we're hemorrhaging a lot of strokes here on the green. Let's just get this over here. Ah, 12 over par. This is not even a hard course. Okay, what do we got here? 378 par 4. I don't know why they put these trees directly in the middle between you and the fairway. I honest to God will never understand it. If I could find a driver that felt like these tailor-made woods, my God, it would be over, gents. It'd be over. 156, we're gonna lose some of that. Thinking 6 iron here. And we crept and we came. Sit. I'm glad scoring in real life isn't as hard as it is in golf. Boy, I'd be in trouble. Let's see here. Oh, you couldn't give it to us, huh? Couldn't give us that pity putt, could you? You suck. All right, let's add some insult to injury here. These greens are, they're not flat. You got to think of everything. Way too many blue boxes on that scorecard, not worth looking at. 13 over. Let's check out the stats and then move to the next round. Blah, 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 blah. What's of note here? 10 fairways, that's of note. Total putting was 70 feet, even though I'm pretty sure we gained most of our strokes on the putting green. That's it. Let's load up the next round. Here are the vitals for the next round. 5-foot gimme auto, 6,000 yard tees, Friday pins, normal green firmness with a stimp of 11, normal fairway firmness. Wind is breezy this round. And the tournament did not move up or down in elevation. So I think we can safely say the Yellowstone hasn't erupted here. All right, guys, let's play some golf. All righty, we're done. We're loaded. We're loaded up. Let's put one down the pipe here with the tailwind. 7 wood, tailor-made. Money were well spent. Okay, we're going left, way past the green. What was the carry on that? 190 carry out of a 5 iron. Cheat sheet says 175 carry. Here we are. 28. All right, we'll certainly take that. See if we can't get this score down a little. I think we were 15 over par or something on the last round. I promise you I played it right after the other one too. I can't remember. I cannot remember. Okay, that ball got somehow pulled. Good shot. I mean, we're only 50 yards out, but we're still in deep rough. You'd obviously never find your ball in this lie. You'd have to take a penalty stroke because you couldn't find your damn ball. Let's see here. Okay, what did we take out of there? 20%? 20%. So raw carry 54, 34. That's a little more than 20%. That's a little more than 20%, GS Pro. Pretty sure you know how to count. You gonna make us putt? Yes, you are. Five, 7. Squeaked out of there with another par. 409 here. Good little tailwind. Drew it again. Little draw. Little draw, which is funny because that looks almost exactly the same as other shots that slice 100 yards to the right. I don't know, folks. I'll let you know when I figure it out. I'll send out a memo. There's another one. Huh. Okay. Okie dokie. 49. 50 yards. All right, this is pretty flat, but we might be looking at our first bogey of the round. 18 feet. Yes, that's something to celebrate. That's something to be excited about. $180 here with a headwind. That was fat. Hopefully our short game can recover for us. That wasn't even on the fairway. What happened there? Oh yeah, that was real fat. Okay, 50 yards out of the rough here. Oh Lordy. Get up there. That wasn't even 40 yards raw carry. That was so bad. All right, this is definitely going to be our first bogey. 37 feet. Oh, this might be our first double bogey actually. Just couldn't manage to get it out there. Didn't even hit it off the center of the putter face. Let's go ahead and try this again. 8 feet, 10 feet. Oh, well, it had to happen sooner or later. Can't get a birdie on every hole. Oh no, tree trouble. Beautiful, beautiful shot, but we are right behind a tree. We got to advance this ball here. I'm not going to waste a shot to get out of here. How do we advance the ball without causing too much collateral damage here? Looks like we can go right here, guys. You can bet your ass I'm going to do it. I would say that was pretty high for a 7-wood, and then GS Pro being GS Pro, thou shalt not land on the fairway. Buck 20 to the pin, we're in good shape here. Five-yard birdie putt. Yeah, these greens don't mess around. Let's just throw it right here and keep it in the circle and be done. Or drain it. Or drain it. .375, 7, number 7. Pretty narrow fairway here. Probably gonna be in those flowers on the left. Maybe not. And it's only calling it rough. Buck 60, probably need an extra club. I'm just gonna hit a 6-iron. I don't wanna take an extra club here. That was super fat. Might roll up if we get lucky. No, GS Pro said no. Like a little baby, infant baby. Let's see here. That ball stuck. That would have been a lovely little shot. Probably looking at a bogue here. Let's see, let's aim out. 8 feet, 7 inches. No, we got her in there. Putting is good. Driving is decent. Short game is decent. 168 with a headwind. Oh, that's looking pretty good. Roll up. Fruit roll up. Not bad. $25, $26 here. All right, no such luck. Several feet from the hole. Still even, still Steven. We are way down the scoreboard. My God. If we get a good bounce, we'll be on the fairway. GS Pro said, no way, sir. It said, nah, dog, maybe next time. What are we looking at here? 156. Do we have a club that'll go 156 over a tree? I think that's the question. 150. Let's hit a 7 here. Let's hit a 7 and maybe the wind and the lie will make it go a little to the right. Or it'll just go to the right on its own. It's hard to complain about a shot like that, guys. Should be able to squeak out of here with a par. Let's just stick to our rule of aiming maybe there, close to the line on most of these. You gonna make us putt again? Yes, you are. You are a jerk. 5-3. .377, par 4. Par 4. It's gonna want to blow a little bit to the left. Excuse me, the right. Probably got under that a little. By probably, I mean we absolutely got under that a little. 187 to the pin here. Down a smidge. We got some wind that's going to want to mess with us. What are we looking at here? 180. Let's hit a 5-iron and maybe roll it up on there. I'm not wanting to hit anything lower than that. Yeah, that would have been so pretty. That'd have rolled right up next to the pin. But instead, we're drinking margaritas on the beach. Left, up. Nothing special going on here. We just got to get out. 14. Your guess is as good as mine. Obviously, it rolled out further because there was no loft. but it's cost us a bogey. It's cost us a bogey. A little more juice on that, but I still think it would have missed to the right because it would have blown through more of the brake. That's the first bogey of the round after 10 holes. No complaints. Let's hit an easy pitching wedge here, and then we need to counter aim to the left a little here. Oh, hello. Sit. If that had been a little closer, we might have could have got a bird. Let's see here. 13, 11 or 12 feet here, I'd say. Oh, you saw it here first, folks. I don't know what the hell that was. Somebody stepped in front of the hole and mashed a little bit of a valley there or something, I don't know. That's going off to the right, and it ain't going anywhere good. We did Tony Hawk out of that sand trap, though. Did you guys know Tony Hawk's son and Frances Bean, who is Kurt Cobain and Courtney Love's daughter, were married and just had a kid? Isn't that nuts? Especially for you guys and gals that are were teenagers in the 90s. That's kind of a power couple, I guess you could say, of 90s goodness. These greens just keep on giving, guys. Just keep on giving. Okay, here we are again, same similar predicament. I believe that'll be a bogey. Let's see here. You hate to take a bogey on such a stupid hole, but you do what you got to do. I'd rather be in a bunker than in the water, but I really would rather be in neither. It's doing something, but I'm thinking we're on the beach. Better than being in the water. I think we were in the water last round. I think we were almost in this same exact spot last round if I'm not having a senior moment. That thing's going hard to the right. My God, what happened there? 47 yards offline. Spin validator looks fine. Yeah, I don't know. Must have been me. 740, 104. God, we still got to go 104 yards. It feels like we've been on this hole for a year. A full year. One whole year. That's actually going to be fine. Birdie putt. Birdie putt, I use the term loosely. 30. Oh, can't make an 8-foot putt, but put a 100-foot putt in front of me and it's basically going in the hole. That is hilarious. Still somehow so far down the scoreboard though. Jeez. We'll take it. We'll take it. 150 into the pin. Probably not quite where you want to be. Tailwind and we're downhill. So this is going to play like 155, maybe less than 150. And it's going to come in hot. It's going to come in hot. It's going to come in like your wife getting home and seeing your new boat in the driveway and there was no prior talk about it. That's how hot this is coming in here. Okay, so 160 carry, and then it proceeded to roll only another 11 yards. So I guess it isn't quite hot. Maybe you called your wife before you got the financing and she wasn't as mad. .251 par 4. I like it. Let's see if we can keep it out of the wah-wah. Let's aim away from the wah-wah. Not Tom Morello's wah-wah, mind you. Now, if that would have gone as far as some of these other 7-wood shots have gone, I reckon we'd be pretty near the green. Let's just aim manually. This thing doesn't want to play here. Let's take a look at the heat map. Heat map is nothing on the screen, but you can see it on the Mini. I don't know why it needs to do this. This ball is going to come in pretty hot here. Four. I'm not sure that's what we wanted. That ball felt mighty, mighty thin. And there it goes, but it won't roll in the water because of the rough. Looks like I'm going to need this club again. I would imagine maybe for the pro or the tips, if they're on this course, that rough's not there. As in, you roll off the green, you're taking a swim. You're taking a swim, folks. Okay, I would imagine we can maybe make this putt. There's not a ton going on. Maybe just place it right there, a quarter cup, a half cup. All right, we got that in there. Let's see if we can get rid of this stroke and shoot par today. 144 with a tailwind. Eight iron here. Sit. All right. Correct club. We were just a little offline here. 13 and a half feet. Oh, wow. There went that stroke. There went that stroke. Stroke! Stroke! I didn't make that up. It's Billy Squire. I'm not a pervert. Little fairway finder there with the 7-wood, I ain't gonna lie. It's not bad, but my God, we're a long ways from the hole. 190 to be exact, which falls in some strange territory. Let's send this ball for a ride and see if we can get it to its home. Same club, I'll choke down a smidge on it. Should clear the water, but it will not be anywhere near the pin. And we might be behind a tree. Oh, that's ugly. Okay, took a gamble there. I think you can see where we ended up. We're down. The house always wins. Let's check and see if we got colliders here. We got colliders, we got colliders. There's no chance of doing anything here. We could try to bounce the ball off this tree, which would be pretty damn funny. 8 left. Let's try to bounce the ball off this tree. Just like there's no chance of hitting it, but God, that'd be funny. Oh, that'd have been funny as hell. All right, anyway, enough with the shenanigans. This is golf. Okay. It's too bad we weren't able to bounce the ball off that tree and into the hole. 10, 11. Yes. Saved a double. All right, we're on the 18th hole. I can't believe it's already over, and I also can't believe it's not butter. Let's crush this ball as far as we can and try to get a birdie here to go even. And we'll still be in 150th place somehow. All right, that ball is rocketed. Oh, give me a members bounce. Okay. Okie dokie. Smoky. What's our lie like here? Lie is negligible. We got a headwind. I don't particularly want to be in this sand trap. Let's aim for the middle of the green. 150 something. Let's hit a 7-iron here. Oh, it was so fat. What a waste of a stroke. All right. Little fat, little toey. Let's get up near the pin here. Maybe get out of here 2 over. I'm sure this green is gonna punish us like we just got caught shoplifting. We're all right. We're all right. Let's see if we can get out of here with a par. What is this sucker doing here? We got some weird break, some other weird crap going on. Let's try that. Yes. So close. So close to scratch. All right, let's take a look at the stats. They shouldn't be too bad. You can see we had one more bogey there than we had birdie, hence the score. Let's check out the stats. 11 pars, 3 birdies. 4 bogeys, 25 putts, which is really good. That's a little more than 1 putt per hole. 35-minute round, that's good for everybody. We found 8 greens in regulation, 7 fairways in regulation. 224-yard drive, but keep in mind I was using a 7-wood the whole time. Maybe didn't use the 7-wood the first 2 holes or 3 holes, I don't know. I doubt anybody cares enough to go look. And then average best ball speed with that particular club is 137. 154 feet of putting, which is, that's okay. What that means with gimme circles at 5 feet is that I was not close to the hole a lot of the time, so putting must have been on point to have that much total putting and only 25 putts. There you go. You guys, I appreciate you watching, as always. Shoot a video tomorrow maybe, see what's available. Tomorrow's Thursday. We'll have to see what leagues have renewed tomorrow because I don't have anything left here. I got our scramble and then SGT, Pro, and Auto Putt. Needless to say, if you play all these tours every week, you're going to play the same course 10 or 12 times. But like I was saying, I appreciate you. We'll see you in the next video, and you guys have a good one.